above, so below. We're talking about Mars energy. I want to say hello to each and every one of you guys that have been chiming in and supporting Apostle Ely. I always like to give my salutations to my supporters, my investors, and those that are working with me in order to manifest the things that they're looking for. If this is your first time in my life, my name is Apostle Ely. I am the pastor and apostle of Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ Incorporated. My beliefs are deeply rooted in African tradition. Thank you for the roses already off the kid. Good evening, Bondition to you as well. Medifun Oshun. I want to say to my brothers and sisters, hello. What's up there, Unveiling Ann? All right there. Thank you for being with us, Pisces. What's up, my Gemini from South Africa? Gemini. And then we got Linda Green, Scorpio. We got Chemist Dahl, Sagittarius from Georgia. We got Karen O'Brien, Gemini. We got, oh, look at that, Madam May. What's up there, my Scorpio from Louisville, Kentucky? To each and every one of you guys, if this is your first time in my live, do yourself a favor. Make sure you become a part of my YouTube family as well as my Patreon family. We want to say hello to each and every one of you guys. If you're not excited to be here, I'm excited to be here for you. You understand? What's up there, Scorpio from Louisiana? All right, that's a Louisiana voodoo. What's up there, Kiara Cloud, Pisces, Mama Susan? All right, then we got, wait a minute. We got Swamp Witch from all right there, Aquarius in Louisiana. All right there, Tattoo. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. That Swamp Magic. That's that Nana Baruchu stuff. Yes, baby. North Carolina, Pisces. Welcome to my world. I'm Apostle Ely. I'm a Sagittarius. My moon is in Aries and my rising sign is Pisces. Thank you so much for coming in and being a part of my social media family. I want to say before we get started on today, these are the cards that I read from. These are the 72 names of God, technology of the soul. Those are the, I would do that for my little Christian buddies because they are, you read tarot? No, I don't read tarot, but I do read, okay? I also want to say hello to Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Aquarius, Cancer, Capricorn, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Libra, and Virgo. Hello to each and every one of you guys for being here with us. I teach universal laws. I do not enforce or impress upon other people my personal practice, but I do teach universal law. So it doesn't matter if you're an Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi, Congo, Palo, whether you're a Christian, you're Ajay, Shamanism, Witch, whether you're a Kabbalist, whether you're an Eastern Star, a Mason, universal law applies to each and every one of you guys. I try to teach in a way, no matter if you're a beginner, intermediate, or advanced, that you can get something out of my teachings. And at the end of the day, I believe, sir and ma'am, that you've grown. It ain't my job to tell you how to live your life. What I can do is shine light, and you as a grown man or woman process the information and decide what you're going to do and what reality you want to live in. What's up, Shamari? What's up there, Al A. Johnson? What's up, Aquarius? Then I got Aquarius and then Capricorn. No, Aquarius and then Cancer. All right. Let's see. Let's hurry up and get this one out of here. They don't come and say anything about God because God is a title. That is a title. That is not actually his name. Hey, what's up there? How you doing? Thank you for being with us. We got somebody here who want to tell us about a God they've never met and don't even know him. All right, we're going to put you on permanent block. Pew. All right. Let me tell y'all something. I want to talk about something today that is really personal. One of the things that I'm trying to do is for people that are in the practices to actually fall in love with their practices and also not be ashamed of their particular gospel. Gospel is the good news. What's up, Unveiling? The good news concerning what God, Spirit, ancestors have empowered you with, and that you have the opportunity to let your light shine on this earth plane and help whomever God has sent your way. I personally believe when it comes down to universal law that everybody fits in their timeline and they have a journey. What I don't believe in is that people should be carbon copies of each other because we all have something to bring to this earth plane at this time. If God wanted all us to look the same, be the same, then he would have created us in the same image and light, and he didn't do that. And I'm glad he did. I'm glad you look like you look and I look like I look. I'm glad you got what you got and I'm glad I got what I got. What's up there, Monique 444? Somebody said a birthday. Wait a minute. I just had A birthday Saturday. All right, 50. All right, I'm a little older than you. I'm 50 years old, but I was 50 in December. All right, now 50 with experience. Okay, I like that. I'm like Medea, you that experience. Now, I want to talk about something tonight. And listen, my lives are really for the mature people that are really trying to accomplish stuff. They trying to solve problems. They're not trying to create problems. They're trying to solve them. They're trying to minimize damages in their life. They're trying to be around people and deal with, even in the spiritual practice, they want clientele that actually got real goals, that are really trying to do things in their life so they can see their conjure manifest some great things and then look back and say, you know what, I'm glad I helped that person. I'm glad I was a part of that process. That's where I am. I'm 2023. I am at 50 years old. I am so not with the foolishness, okay? So I want to tell you guys, I want to talk to you guys from something that's really personal to me, that something that I believe in, that I want to share with you, that I'm a Sagittarius, so I believe in a lot of philosophy. I don't care what culture it comes out of. I love wisdom and I love to learn so I can make better decisions, and not only for my life but also for my children and those that I care about. And you are part of my family now, and so therefore I want to share something that I feel that will help many of you guys. It don't matter whether you do conjure, whether you do hoodoo, voodoo, Santeria, Lukumi, Palo. This is going to make better spiritual practitioners, okay? First of all, my subject tonight is prevention is better than cure. Some of us have heard that, but let me break it down to you. I use the Bible to show people that, especially you Christian, do not demonize the ATRs, because I show you a lot of the conjure and a lot of the things that you see in African tradition, because they stole a lot of this information out of Egyptology and Kemet, okay? 8% of cash out. All right, thank you for the cash out for me some lunch tomorrow. I definitely got to go to work tomorrow. All right? And make sure y'all wish, who was that? Somebody came in here. We wish them a happy 50th birthday. Make sure y'all wish them a happy 50th birthday. All right? 50 it's a beautiful age. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm 50 years old. When you get to 50 years old, you half 100. You should have did everything you want to do, you know, the foolishness. I'm trying to make my life more convenient, more healthy, make things more effective for me. I am not trying to make my life more difficult. What's up, Latadra? Tara's in the house. Now, we're going to first prevention is better than cure. I'm going to start from Proverbs, the first chapter, 15 through 16. And it says, my son, walk not in the way of them. Refrain thy foot from their path. Hear me real good. For their feet run to evil and make haste to shed blood. Surely in vain the net is spread in the sight of any bird. Now I want to talk about this. What I mean by this, it doesn't matter what you practice and how you use your spirituality. When you're serving people, either they're going to be on the side of listening to you to prevent stuff, or they're going to be on the side that you're going to always curing them or something. People that don't listen to warnings, people that don't listen to instruction, always find themselves on the side of always needing a cure or a remedy for something. A lot of things, if people would listen to people that have already gone through, that they would be on the side of prevention. They would not, in this particular, it said, walk not with them. When somebody tells you they see that somebody is not good for you, and if you listen and not follow after them, you find yourself not going through certain things. And then it goes on to say, refrain your foot from their path. Listen, there are many paths to prosperity. There are many paths to success. There are many paths to peace. You as a grown man, a grown woman, ain't nobody fit to hold your hand and pull you down no road. I don't care if they use voodoo. I don't care if they use hoodoo. I don't care if they use obia. I don't care if they're a mystic, agile witch. It is too much energy trying to make somebody not go down a road. You got to know at this juncture in your life what path you going down. There are certain people, I don't hate on them. I'm not trying to. There's other practitioners. Every time you turn around, they into it with somebody. That is not my life. If you come in my lane, then I'm going to do what I got to do. But as for how I live, I try to live at peace with all people. I don't go on other people, pay to them, oh, you don't need to be putting that in there. Or if that's what you want to do, that's your business. I'm too old for that. I avoid as much as I can. When you want to make your life effective in your practice, if you want to grow spiritually, you will learn, if you want, to avoid going down certain paths with certain people. Because there are certain people, they all about the drama. They're all, I don't care what, if you live long enough, you can spot them from around the corner. Every day they wake up, the path that they take is trouble. The path that they take is confusion. The path that they take is busybody. Sir, ma'am, at some point, I don't care how slow you is, you should catch on. Wait a minute. The shoes that these people wear is always down somebody getting into it with somebody. That ain't what I'm looking for. And you got to make that decision. A part of spirituality is learning how to prevent. It says, by definition, the word prevent means to keep something from happening or rising. If you are going to grow, what's up there, A. Johnson? If you're going to grow up and you really want to make usage of your ashe, your chi, your prana, the knowledge that you get, the information you get, the resources you get, sir and ma'am, I admonish you, no matter what your practice is, no matter who you connect, try to avoid, try to prevent, what's up there, Boss Braids, babe? Try to be the type of person. This is not you not afraid. This is when you recognize the path of certain people in the practice. If you in voodoo, if somebody's feet always running to shed innocent blood, they always want to hurt people. They don't try to divinate whether it's good, evil, or indifferent. That is not Apostle Ely. I want my conjure, my knowledge, my wisdom, my skill set to be utilized in effective work. Now, when you practicing the ATRs, you're gonna recognize that there's certain clientele you have. They're not gonna be walking in the road of prevention. They're gonna need cures, but you got to serve them all. But I'm just here to admonish you: prevention is better than cure. If you can avoid it, sir and ma'am, do so. All right, Proverbs 14 and 15. Wait, 14 through 15. Proverbs, the 4th chapter, 14 through 15. Okay. It says, enter not into the path of the wicked. Go not in the way of evil men. Avoid it. Pass not by it. Turn from it and pass away. Now, how do we activate? I can't even see the water. Go to my, if you want that type of information. I talked about that in my last live. Let me explain something to you. It says, first, do not enter. There are certain things in your life that you incur certain damages, losses, or delays because you chose to enter into that situation or circumstance. At some point, your discernment need to be on and say, I'm first not going to enter. There are certain conversations you should have never had to have if you had not entered. There are certain things you should not have had to cleanse yourself from if you had not entered. There are certain things you would never had to reverse if you had not entered. If you had just avoided the situation, if you had recognized what you were dealing with and who you were dealing with, there are certain things you would not enter. Y'all, this ain't got nothing to do with Christianity. This has nothing to do with your particular practice. This has nothing to do with your economics. This has nothing to do with who you marry. There are certain things you have to admit at a certain age that it was unnecessary, because if you had first not entered into it, if you had avoided it, if you had passed by, there are certain traffic jams in life you would have never been in if you had just not entered that way. That is where we are in 2023. There are certain things that people are going through because they refuse. They as an individual man refuse to operate from the place of prevention. When you wake up in the morning, before you get into it with the supervisor, just show up on time. Before you get into it with your husband or wife, just do what you're supposed to do. There are certain things, certain man, that we could prevent in our lives just by recognizing where this thing is going to go. A lot of things you waste money and time and energy because you always have to deal with the stuff that you chose to enter into. Another one said, go not in the way of evil men. What you got to make me believe that at 50 years old, at 10 years in hoodoo, voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi, Congo, that your discernment is so shallow that you cannot even perceive the troublemaker when they show up. You want me to believe that you have been doing so much shadow work and cleansing that you do not recognize that this person or persons are nothing about but trouble. Avoid them. Avoid union. You're saving time, energy, and asset. You're literally saving your own name from being spoken out of their mouth. Recognize people that's all they do. It don't matter if it's hoodoo. It don't matter if it's voodoo. It don't matter if it's conjure. It doesn't matter if it's shamanism. It doesn't matter if it's Kabbalah. There are certain things at a juncture in your life. There are certain people, I look at them, I'm not going there. I'm not even entering into the way. I'm not even yoking up. Because we can be in the same profession, but we have different mentalities. And I'm just not with that, y'all. I don't want to be the person, every time somebody see me, I am constantly dealing with some garbage. I'm constantly dealing with something, getting into. Some of this stuff has to do with just lack of discernment. Some of this stuff has to do with you just not realizing your destiny, because your destiny would not be leading you all these types of directions. Now, there are certain things you got to go through. Yes, we do, because that's our destiny. But some of this stuff we are willingly walking into. We are willingly engaging into. We are willingly going and yoking up with certain things. Your choice, your prerogative, sir, ma'am. But take responsibility. As somebody said over here in TikTok. Take responsibility that you understood that that person was always like that and you like that kind of drama. Do what you do. As for me and my personal temple or house, I am trying to strive in the art of prevention. I do that with my herbs. I need to learn to cut people off. Let me say this. I'm going to tell you what we need to learn. We need to learn who we are and where we're going. My thing is, we put so much responsibility on other people, when the truth is, I would not have encountered, let me tell y'all something, certain things that I'm dealing with now, even at 50, if I wasn't doing what I was doing, listen, I would not have 3 kids today if I was not traveling in the back alleys doing my thing. You understand? A part of understanding that there are certain people you would have never met if you would have been doing what you were supposed to be doing. You were in the direction where, listen, one thing, he said, my yoke is easy and my burden is light. But a lot of this stuff, the reason why we cannot get to our destination like we supposed to, because some of this stuff we don't put on ourselves. Because we entered into certain things. We walked down certain roads. We encountered certain people that if we were doing what we were supposed to be doing, it would have never happened. There's some people you should have never known their first name or their last name. There's certain streets you should even know exist, because you ain't had no business down there. There are certain stores you should have never entered. There are certain tables you should have never sat up under if you were doing what you were called and chosen to do. That's end of story. I told one young lady, I said, I'm not mad with you. It's my fault. She said, what do you mean it's your fault? I said, because if I would have never stooped down, you could have never licked me in the face. A part of understanding what true spirituality is understanding who you are in your own destiny and taking responsibility. I should have never been down that road. If I wasn't trying to get something for nothing, I would have never met you. If I was not there trying to find somebody to heal my hurt and make me feel better about my situation, I would have never yoked up with you. If I wasn't trying to get out of my mom and daddy house and trying to be grown, I would have never been with you. There's certain preventions in life, no matter what your practice is, no matter who you encounter. If you yourself was walking in the art of avoiding trouble, I thought I was doing something. I was in the clubs. I was partying. It came from some money. So, I was doing my thing. I thought I was doing something. I was in places that I shouldn't have. I remember I used to hear about this club in area. I don't think it's. And me and my I would say cousin, but I'm older than him, but he really my uncle. I wouldn't get it to him because I was older than him. But anyway, so we went to this club. I've been hearing my uncles them talking about it. So we sneak down there and we go in the club, but we go in the back because it's real dark in there. So we go in the back because we don't want to get caught. First, we had no business in there underage. He had no business following me and I ain't had no business going. But long story short, so we in the back of the club being nosy, trying to be grown, and all of a sudden, gunfire start going out. So they start flipping tables. So I hear this bullet. I can literally hear this bullet fly past me. So I said, Lord, if you get me out of this place, I will never enter into this place again. I ain't never been back to that place no more. But I should have never been there. I want us to understand what the power of prevention. If we learn to listen, if we learn to do what we're supposed to be doing in our cycle, if we stop looking and thinking that the grass is green on the other side, or we thinking somebody else doing better than what we're doing, or all these things lead us down certain paths, certain mentalities that we had. We should have been got rid of those mentalities. There are certain tools that we should have been evolved on, but we haven't. That's why we're encountering the things that we are encountering. Now, maybe you have, and you've already done it. You over there in the lane where I am. We need cures. Some things I avoided and some things I hit head first. Apostle Ely will admit there are certain things in my life that I am still dealing with because I didn't listen. So all this talking about you're going to get initiated, you're going to get you some beads, you're going to get consecrated, you're going to get cleansing. Baby, there are certain decisions and pathways that you go down, you have to live with it. As the old people say, you made your bed, you got to sleep in it. If you ain't figured out what that means that you didn't prevent, you need a cure. There are certain of us, we need God to heal us on a continual basis because of certain decisions we have made. There are certain mental stresses that we have to deal with every single day because of decisions we made. Now, what I want to do is sound the alarm for some of y'all that did not go down the road, that you have not turned on that street yet. I want to let you know, don't come down here. My name is Apostle Samuel Ely Jr. I want your young people to know, do not turn down this street. It's a dead end. Do not turn down this street. There's some people on this street you don't need to ever meet. You don't need to know their name. You don't need to know what they look like. You don't even need to be on this street. Ain't nothing down here but trouble. I done been down here. I got a t-shirt down here. Don't go down there. I want to try to prevent some of you from getting hurt, from getting used, from getting abused, and being damaged and having to live with that. Prevention is better than cure. How do you prevent certain things? Go to school, get an education, learn how to clean a house in your mama's house, your daddy's house. Learn if they got a business, learn how to work that business with them. If they're doing something you need to be a part of so you can learn the skill for free. It's called prevention. If you up on a good spiritual teacher, learn. Prevent yourself from going out before time and experiencing things you should never had to experience. I'm talking to my first set. To all of you that don't want to experience certain things, listen to us that have already been burned. To us that have already went up under the water. To us that have already got in debt. To us that have already gone through the hardship. Listen, I am trying to warn you. I ain't telling you what to do. But I can tell you this. I know what that street look like. I know what that asphalt feel like. Huh? I know what it's like to hold on people too long. Anything you hold on too long, it becomes to rot. It goes from unright to right to rotten. If you hold on certain things too long, they expire their time. And then they begin to decay in your life and cause rottenness to come in your life. Because you held on too long. Anybody out there other than me done held on things too long and it done caused you problems? Learn to let go when it's the season to let go. Let people be great over there. Let people be who they are over there. Let people do it over there. Learn in the season when it's time to unhitch, let it go. When it's time to be quiet, and let it go. I'm trying to give you some prevention. Some things led into more serious situation because you didn't learn how to stop and say, you know what? This argument ain't worth it. Huh? This situation, it ain't worth it. It's not worth it. You get to a certain point, you don't even go down that road. You don't even allow somebody to take you there because you already know where it's going to head. Some of us already know we have certain mentalities and certain temperaments. You ain't got no business at 50 years old or close to 50 not knowing your temperament and knowing that, listen, I can't say this because I ain't in the, I can't do this. Because I know this is going to lead me here. And I'm too grown to be going down this road. I got too much experience up under my belt. A candle ain't going to do it. Incense ain't going to do it. Conjure ain't going to do it. A root ain't going to do it. Affirmation, stuff over your door, under your door, around your house. You, sir and ma'am, got to practice prevention. Somebody say, well, how do you not get pregnant, not have sex? Unless you're going to be the Virgin Mary and Immaculate Conception or Horus, Isis and Horus situation. Not doing it. Huh? Huh? All I'm trying to tell you is that there's a lot of us out here in these ATRs that have gone down certain roads, and some of y'all need to listen. When we tell you not to be listening to certain people, I know some of y'all think we hating on people. I know some of y'all think that they want all the attention or they want the money or whatever it is. But there's a reason why the warning is there. Some people you don't want to get involved in their character because they don't have good character. And they might know their craft. Let me say that again. They might even know their craft. But the amount of problems that are going to come behind you learning and being around them ain't going to be worth it. I don't care what they know. Sometimes it's not your gift. It's your attitude. The trouble that will come about hanging with certain people and learning certain bad behavior, certain ma'am, I'm just telling you, prevention better than cure. Now, I'm going to go to cure. It's Luke 9, 1 through 2. Like I told you, do what you want to do, you grown. As for me, I try to avoid certain things as long as I can. And if I got to deal with it, I deal with it. But just going out there, going down certain roads, I ain't finna do it. I'm not finna waste my existence going down a bunch of roads that was not even designed for me to be down. Meeting people I should never even met. Do y'all realize that certain people went through certain spiritual warfare because they went down certain roads that they should have never been down? You done got into it with people you should have never got into because you ain't had no business down there in the first place. You got beat up on a street you should have never been on. End of story. Instead of blaming the person that beat you up, blame yourself. Because if you had not been there, could have never happened. I'm going to say it again. If you had not been there, could have never happened. I'm going to say it again. Prevention is keeping something from happening or arising in your life. Do what you want to do. Magnetize. All I'm saying is, as for me, I'm going to try to prevent. I'm going to try to keep certain things from happening in my life and in my body. Cure is Luke 9 chapter verse 1 through 2. It says this. Then he called the 12 disciples together and gave them power and authority over devils and to cure diseases. And he sent them to preach the kingdom of God and to heal the sick. Now, to all of you, girls and guys, that got gifts, that got talents, let me explain something to y'all about spirituality and gifts, so you don't ever get confused. After today, since you did not listen to prevention, you're going to have to learn as a practitioner to be very good at curing. As a pastor, I never know who's going to walk through my door, so I have to always be ready. I might not know who walked through that, and I don't know how long they're going to stay. But whatever energy or frequency that they bring through that door, I need to be prepared for it because I have to protect myself as well as my flock. If you're going to be a tata, a mamba, you're going to be over people. You have to be so diverse in different ways to cure people because you never know who's going to walk through your door, who's going to come to your platform, who's going to be on the other side of your Zoom, whatever. You're going to have many, many ways of curing. Jesus, Yahshua, Olodumare, Mighty and Zombie, ancestor will never send you out to do a work or to fulfill a destiny that they have not given you gifts or talent to do such. A lot of times, the reason why some of you guys do not have the cure for certain people's sickness and disease, because God's Spirit never called you to be that to them. Stop going out here and getting into stuff that you do not have the power, the authority to do. It is very simple why you cannot help him. It is very simple why you cannot help her, because you were never given the authority or the power or the expertise to do such. End of story. It is too many wannabes out here. This is why we have to have cures of cleansing people over and over again, because they're always going out here trying to be something that the Spirit never called them to do. Can't even say nothing because I wasn't even supposed to be there. It's the truth. I want to talk to everyone now, to everyone after the fact. You didn't listen to the warning, you already dying there. Now we got to come up with a cure for your madness. To all of us that have already gone down that road, there are situations that you can be cured instantly. But there are certain things that we have done to ourselves and put ourselves in predicament. It may take some time for you to resolve that particular issue. Some of y'all, remember this, old people have been giving us game a long time. My grandma used to say this all the time. Trouble is easy to get in, but it is hard to get out. Some of y'all, if y'all had taken the time, anything that easy, I would try. I had some mice at the church. I'm in a wooded area, and so the traps wasn't working. I didn't realize there was. I thought they were bigger than what they were, so it was big. So I ended up getting some glue traps. Okay, I went from regular traps to glue trap. If y'all listen to me, I'm going to show y'all something. So what I did was I put peanut butter, but I used the creamy part of the peanut butter because I know that the smell was going to draw them. But I put it in the center. When you go down certain things and enter into certain things, there are people that live on these boulevards of trouble and confusion. They are skilled at entrapping you. They are skilled at ensnaring you. There's sometimes you go down certain situations and you end up with people that got certain skill sets to hinder you down that road, to keep you in that road, to keep you in those situations and circumstances. And you're going to have somebody that got skill, that knows how to remove you out of those snares, to cure your situation, to get some salve on you so that thing don't stick to you. Let me tell y'all something. We got to be better at our conjure. It's too many people out here in situations that we done been in these practices long enough that we should be able to cure people a lot quicker than we're curing them. We should be able to resolve issues a lot. But what's happening is that we got too many people that did not sit down long enough to learn the mastery of their talent, their skill, and their gift to be able to cure people like that. You don't know your herbs like that. You don't know your tinctures like that. You don't know your spirits like that. You don't know your strength like that. You don't know your energy, your ashe like that. And so therefore, we minimize our effectiveness because we have not learned our jurisdiction, our skill set. Sometimes people don't need prayer. Sometimes people just need information. Sometimes people don't need you to say nothing. Sometimes people need you to listen. See, when you get good at curing people, some people, Jesus spit on the ground and cured them, spittle, mud, restored them. Some people he cured them by take up your bed and walk. All cures are not equal. They're not the same. And if you're a real practitioner, no matter what your tradition is, you realize there's certain clientele you have to cure them with sometimes mentally, some of them emotionally. Sometimes you got to help them with conjure. Sometimes you got to deal with them with just getting them straight, telling them about their behind. But at the end of the day, you either going to be very good at preventing things in your life or you're going to have to become very good at curing things in your life. If you are a hard-headed person, no matter what your tradition is, you better get very good at curing. When you are a person that you like to go from bed to bed, spiritual bed to spiritual bed, you better have you some spiritual antibiotics. You better be very good at curing yourself. But a lot of y'all like to hop around spiritually and get infected with that foolishness. And then you ain't got nothing to cure it. Now you got to suffer certain consequences because you are not responsible for your behavior. Cure means to relieve a person of the symptom of a disease or a condition. I'm going to say it again. Cure means to relieve a person of the symptoms of a disease or a condition. A part of us learning our spirituality is not only to relieve us of our conditions when we are hard-headed or disobedient, but when we run across many of you guys, we have to figure out what type of cure will relieve that person's condition. That's why we do candle work. That's why we go to the crossroad. That's why we go to the graveyard. That's why we use certain spiritual tools depending on your practice. But sir and ma'am, if you're going to be proficient in your practice, you got to realize you're going to have certain clientele. If you talk to them, they're going to prevent. They're going to avoid the situation. Then you're going to have the other set of clientele. They're not going to listen. You're going to have a bag of cures for them. Because they ain't going to listen not the first time, the second time, or the third time. Some of them on their fifth go around. But that's your job. I don't want nobody to think. I believe that if I teach more people to learn how to deal with their spiritual practitioner and understand spirituality at a better level, then you can learn more from your conjurer and prevent more things. Prevent finances from getting out of control. Prevent your marriage from dissolving. Prevent your business from going down. Prevent your children from getting in legal trouble. Or there's a lot of things that we can do by acting. Because this is talking about as above, so below. Mars is about the action. You can either act as in the form of preventing or you can act in the form of curing. I want you to live longer and as less stress as possible by learning how to be proficient at preventing things, avoiding things, teaching your children how to avoid things by doing your prayers early in the morning. He said early in the morning I rise. Why you wait till the sun to come out? The day done start, you just starting to pray. Getting up early in the morning is prevention work. When flu season come around, it's prevention work. When they talking about laying off 2 months from now, prevention work. Don't allow yourself to go through anything, especially when you done got warning. Some of y'all get warning and here y'all come. You wait till your finances get messed up, now you want to do money blessing. You wait till you on your third surgery, now you want healing. You wait till you done been divorced for 4 years, now you want reconciliation. You don't went to 17 doctors, now you want divine healing. There's nothing wrong with the practices. It is really, really bad behavior, improper teaching, lack of life skills. Life skills is learning how to deal with the cycle of life and knowing how to act upon certain things. And that don't matter if you believe in affirmation, whether you believe in Christ Jesus, Yahweh, Ola Damari. You need to learn as a grown man or grown woman, where am I in the situation? Have I gone beyond prevention? Okay, now I got to do cure. It's better but I didn't do right, so now I need to seek a cure. Okay, now that I done learned from that lesson, now from here on out, I am going to study to prevent certain things from happening in my life, in my family life. We're not going to suffer loss because I'm going to make certain things and I'm going to put certain things away so we can deal when the rainy day. That's why old people say, prepare for a rainy day. What you do? No, you spend everything you got. A part of spirituality is understanding cycle. Knowing what to do when summer get here. Knowing what to do when winter get here. Knowing what to do when fall get here. Knowing what to do when spring get here. Why don't you know at a certain age how to respond? We should be, I don't care if you're who to work, you should know how to respond to financial situations. You should know how to respond to mental situations. If you have been practicing and you are chosen and called to do this work, Spirit going to tell you what to do. I don't ever help people the same way. Because the Spirit knows how to resolve those issues. Let me see what time. I would like my babes to start learning the craft and stop rushing into these spiritual ATRs and start understanding your gift, your ancestors, so you would know what's good for you. And you would be able to resonate better with the teacher because you will at least be doing your homework. It is too many people out here, you're not doing your homework when it comes to life. It's just the truth. You're not doing it, and you're putting too much responsibility on other people to tell you stuff that you can do on your own. You don't want to be that person that's spending so much of your life constantly got to cure something, got to be recovering from something, got to be brought out of something, got to be dug out of something, all because you won't listen. You so big on not want to be told what to do, to now you constantly spending your life, even at 50 and 60 and 70, still in the place of needing a cure. What's up there, my Sagittarius? In Facebook world. Listen, what I love about wisdom, I learned how to deviate from stuff. I learned how to not get involved in stuff. I spend my energy doing stuff that matters. And my son used this word, he taught me, because they in the football. He said, if it's not a game changer, if it's not gonna move the needle, then why do it? If it's not gonna put you in a better position in life at your age, if it's not gonna lessen the stress in your life, then what are you doing? I don't care what you practice. If I'm gonna work my pot, if I'm gonna light this if I'm gonna light this cigar, it is. If I had to spend the type of money I had to spend, 'cause I spend good money for my cigar. If I had to spend this kind of money, I'm gonna use it. It's gonna benefit me. It's gonna make things better for me. If I'm gonna feed my spirit, y'all understand what I'm saying? Prevention. Go up, do your protection work before you get attacked. Go get your spiritual protection for your money, your job, your position. You already know you want the position. You already know you want to start a business. Do your protection work. You already know where you want to put your church. You already know where you want to put your business. Go and consecrate the space before you even open the door. Don't wait till you get there. Anoint it before you ever get the keys to the building. Prevention. Build a habitation of spirit before you ever sign the contract. If I test drive the car and make up my mind it's my car, I'm dropping something in the car before I ever sign the paperwork. It's mine. I believe in prevention. I don't wait till my kids get into stuff. I do work. I don't wait till certain things happen. I know where we're headed. I start sending out spirits. I start doing conjure. I start dropping stuff. I start annoying stuff. I do preventative work. And even if something happens, it's not going to be that bad. Because if you're taking care of your immune system early, when you get a virus or a bacteria or whatever, a parasite, it will be the most uncomfortable state ever for that particular, because you already did preventative work on your inward body. And if you're not doing preventative work on your physical body, you're not doing it on your spiritual body. You don't wait till you get the position to do protection work. You knew when you put your eye on it and you knew that's what you wanted, it's time to do protection work. You knew you wanted that man, it's time to do protection. You know you wanted that woman, protection work. Prevention is better than the cure. And you spend more money when you curing things than you do when you're doing prevention work. So if you really out here trying to be a good steward of what God bless you, you'll do prevention work. What's all right, Darius? I got you. Let me tell y'all something. Have a strategy for your spirituality. Don't be wasting your ashe. Don't be wasting your chi. Don't be wasting your pots. Don't be wasting your... Come up with a plan. Can we be friends? No. We not gonna make it. Reversal. Mental clarity. I'm burning stop gossip tonight. Prevention. You already know you finna go somewhere and they don't like you. Burn your stop gossip incense. You already know you're going for a position. Prevent it. All this waiting till stuff happen. Now you got to spend extra money because you got to resolve the issue. How about prevent it or avoid it altogether? Stop gossip. I'm telling y'all, if you want to be more healthy and you want better clientele, start teaching these people how to move in prevention rather than always resolving. Because guess what? Even if you're making money off of them with the cures, it will wear you out that you got to constantly keep getting them out of something. Teaching somebody how to fish is better than having to feed them every time they're hungry. At some point, you're going to get tired. I don't care how good of a conjurer you are. I don't care how good of a mystic. I don't care how good of a reader you are. You are not God. You are not inexhaustible. You're going to get tired. You're going to get tired of sin. I don't care if they're paying you $10,000. I don't care if they're paying you $100. And if they're paying anything less, then you're going to really get tired of them. If they're paying you anything under that, you're going to really get sick and tired of seeing and hearing from them. I want to teach you guys to learn why you want to, as a grown man or woman, to learn how to learn mental prevention, emotional prevention, and spiritual prevention. Okay? At the end of the day, it's your life. I ain't here to tell you what to do. But I can tell you one thing. I'm not wasting my ashe. And if I can prevent getting sick, if I can prevent being broke, if I know that this economy is going a certain direction, why would I wait till it happens and then try to do something about it? Why don't you talk to your ancestors and say, listen, I need you to help me, guide me, because things are coming up and I want to be prepared. I don't want to wait till something happens, then I'm trying to respond on, because sometimes there's a thing I call miscellaneous. Miscellaneous can be $5 to $5,000. There's certain things, you don't know what tomorrow holds. But one thing about it, we've been practicing long enough that we can do a lot of prevention work. We can minimize the damage. I can't stop everything, but I can minimize the damage of a whole lot of stuff. Yes, I can do that. If I get up and do my cleansing inside my house, outside my house, even I do work on the stop sign. I do conjure work at the stop sign of my residence. Stop anything that I don't even want it on my street, no less than coming to my house. You worried about your enemies dropping stuff going to your house. You should be dropping stuff going to your house. You letting your enemy beat you to what you should be doing. Why you ain't pouring out your libation all the way down your road where you live at? Everywhere your feet tread, it should have something from you. Prevention. If I got to work there, UPS is full of roots. I can tell you that. I bet UPS got some of the Earl from Apostle Ely. I bet UPS ground is saturated. Where my money at, I bet my church ground, where I park at, I bet I do prevention work. I don't wait till something happen. I don't wait till a war break out. Then no. That ain't no wisdom. That is not wisdom. You cleanse your husband before y'all get into it. You cleanse your wife before y'all get into it. You don't wait till you get attacked. I got... prevention. I teach my children. What you waiting on? You already know that's what you waiting on. Why wait till... No, you go and do what you need to do. So if something pop off, you good. Listen, I was raised spiritually different in life. I don't wait till the last minute to do something. But if you are that person, I'm just telling you, economically, you're going to spend more money because you're constantly in need of a cure. Because you're not doing preventative measures. Even if you get sick, but if you've been doing preventative measures, you won't stay sick that long and it won't do the damage. Minister Mario, we good? When it comes down to this stuff, conjuring, it's a spiritual strategy. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. I know that's right, Natasha. Yes, very different. I'm going to say y'all something. Mentality is everything when it comes to any form of spirituality. How you address life is how you're going to teach it. How you run business and how you want to be perceived has a lot to do with how you address life. If you want to be taken serious and people perceive you as knowing what you're doing, knowing what you're talking about, it's how you do and handle your business. I didn't wait to, I just got a website to go get product. I already had product. Some of you, there are certain people, like if I need to do instant burn for some of y'all tonight, I got to do Darius right now. Everything is set up around me so I can administer. Prevention. If you know that you're going to be doing, if you know you're going to do work and sales, be prepared. If you're going to work in front of people, be prepared. Depending on how you make your money, you need if you know that you're doing illegal work, then you need to be doing protection in advance. You don't need to wait till you go to the police arrest you. You need to be doing preventative work. You need to be preventative work on the courthouse. Because you know, everybody that, let me say this. I'm going to say this. If you doing illegalities, you already know where all the jailhouses is. You know where the courthouse is. Don't wait till they get your name. Don't wait till they get you in booking. Preventative. Preventative work is smart work in my book. I'm not going to wait till you get me when I already know that I'm doing something to put myself in jeopardy. Some of y'all need some wisdom. Stop waiting till something happens. Where is it? Reversal. Darius. I teach my members in my church this. Some of y'all think people always trying to get money out you. No, you going to pay anyway. You either going to pay later or you going to pay now. I'm telling you to pay now so you can prevent. But you going to pay one way or the other. Life going to happen whether you like it or not. I don't care what you practice. And every client ain't a good client. They keep up too much trouble. And stop gossip. There it is. Thank you. Please tap that screen over there in TikTok world. Hey guys, if you have not hit that like button in YouTube world, please do so, sir and ma'am. And let me say this, if you are out here and you plan on doing this for a business, doing this for a professional business, let me tell you, my baby, something. Always have more than one source of income. If you run in a household, I was taught this by my grandmother. You should have more than one way to make money. Especially because when people want to attack you, they're going to attack your finances and they're going to attack your health, if not both. You need safety nets. However you make that, whatever you do, be preventive. Have safeguards so you can ride certain storms and ride through certain storms as smoothly as possible. You could be getting the hits all day long, but because you prepare for the war, and you can bunker down, as they say, and now you can weather the storm, and your enemy can be so frustrated because you prepare for certain battles. Stop getting out here in these spiritual streets and you ain't ready for the street fight. It's coming. It's going to happen. And you cannot bother nobody. You can avoid people. You can do all that, and it's still, because that comes along. I'm talking about them people that actually go down there looking for trouble. Please, sir, man, hit that like button, all right? I want to say this again. To each and every one of you guys that support me, hit that like button and share these videos. This has been a challenging time for me, and I have been watching God move, and I'm going to say this. I told him Sunday, I had the mentality of Nehemiah. I'm the type of person, if I have to war, I'm also going to build. I'm not going to give all my energy, and I taught my kids this. If you're going to do work on somebody, make sure you don't work on nobody as much as you working for yourself. You never give your ass shake completely to doing destruction work or doing type of work and protection work. You always do something to move your life forward. Always use your chi, your prana, your energy to do something for yourself, even if you have to protect yourself from somebody or somebody. Always put yourself in a position that you are giving yourself your energy. You are doing some type of conjure, some type of hoodoo, some type of voodoo, some type of Santeria, Lacumen, whatever it is that you practice, Obia, advancing yourself in life. So you're not spending all your time fighting the good fight of faith. That ain't what I'm here for. Even though I'm a warrior, I'm also a lover. You understand? You have to learn, especially at 50 or above, you got to be smart about this. Nothing worse than a young fool than an old fool. Sister Brickhouse sent a cash out for Triple Threat and Money Blessing Burner. Got you, Sister Brickhouse. Sister Brickhouse is not playing. This energy is on its way for her. And Money Blessing. And let me tell y'all something. When you do prevention work, when people throwing at your finances because you have layers and layers and layers of protection on your stuff, it does not do the damage that they intended for it. But if you wait till something happens, now you got to cleanse your finances. You got to remove the spirits or the energy or the vibration or whatever they done, and then you got to rebuild. You got to start all over again. If you learn anything from me, learn how to do prevention work. That's for Sister Brickhouse. That's in that pot. Hold on, somebody asked a question. Do you have I can't hardly see that. Do you have recommendations for herbs and can use for invisibility? Let me say something, y'all. Invisibility work is utilized by real powerful spirits and conjurers. Everybody cannot do invisibility work. And in order to utilize mulling for invisibility work, if you want it, I'm going to tell you something. The best way to hide yourself, and I'm not being funny when I say this. The best way to hide yourself from hidden enemies is stop making enemies. The best way to hide yourself from enemies is to stop making enemies. The Bible says, show yourself. A lot of us, I'm not being funny, y'all. A lot of us, the way we behave, we create enemies. Lack of consideration, bothering stuff, saying things, creating animosity. And now you got people in places that did not like you. Did not dislike you in the beginning. Now they dislike you because of how you live and function in life. Don't create unnecessary enemies. Try to be friendly. But if you find yourself in a situation that you have a hidden enemy, there are things that you do that will expose your enemy. When you are living your destiny, your enemy is going to reveal themselves. Always do your protection work. And if you want to hide, you can take a black cloth, take your picture, give it some of your personal concerns, and wrap your picture up on a black cloth towards you because you're hiding you. Put yourself in a black cloth and put yourself in a dark place and talk to your spirit and say, hide me in the shadows of the Almighty. If you want to utilize that. Apostle has a question. Okay, she has a question. Gemini, you have a question? What's the question? Gemini from South Africa, what's the question? I try to give people, I'm a Sagittarius, I try to give people wisdom before they get conjured. Let's get it. Oh, we're almost at 13,000. Thank you, Miss Whitney. Thank you for hitting that like button. Tapping the screen, I think that's how it goes. Okay, let me see if you... What does it mean when the incense pops? When the incense is popping, a lot of times it's breaking negative, removing blockages. Because sometimes when I'm burning incense in my pot, it starts to popping. And when it's popping like that, it's breaking things and removing any type of stagnation that is going on. Remember, the incense represents the atmosphere. So anything that is stagnant in your atmosphere, remember, watch your prayers, pay attention to your prayer. But based off of the type of prayer you pray and the incense that you're utilizing, any popping going on, that is something being removed. Some type of energy that did not want to move, but is being removed. I burned all three that were just popping. What does that mean? Yeah. The incense that I was telling you about, especially if you're burning my reversal incense, if you're burning my stop gossip incense, and you're burning that triple threat and it's popping, that lets you know people are gossiping and it's removing that energy. If it's the reversal incense, that means people are sending things your way and they're sending that energy back. That energy is hitting that other energy. You always want to, if it burns clean, that means there's nothing to reverse. There's no gossip out there. But let me tell y'all something. One thing I love about the things that I utilize, energy don't lie. If you ain't talking about me, you ain't going to get hit. My son said my favorite is when the thing catches on fire a bit. Yeah, when it pop and then it catch on fire, it's burning something. It's consuming something. Energy, like I said, energy don't lie. Do you have recommendations, places where we can find? So I got all kind of incense on my website. If you want to do conjure. But incense, herbs themselves, you can find any of those on Google. But if you want certain prepared products, my website, right in my bio. Actually get a consultation. Miss Whitney be on that. My Sagittarius be up on that. So y'all be making sure stuff is right. Appreciate that. Make sure I answer all these questions. Today is my ancestor. Today my ancestor told me to get up and to cleanse and to sage pop in the, yep. Let me tell y'all something. As you do it, like the reason why you everybody depend on their practice. If you work with something long enough, you will start to be able to understand how it moves, and so therefore you will be able to read signs a lot quicker and a lot swifter. When you're a type of person, you jumping from one practice to the next practice, from one tool to the next tool, you're not going to get the understanding of how that energy interacts with other energy. The purpose of perfecting your craft is to understand the tools by which you use. And so therefore, there are certain identifiers when you're utilizing certain things. I love utilizing certain things because it tells the story about what's going on. Even some things, even if you're not a seer like me, even if you can't read, there's candles and incense, they're going to tell on you. Huh? If something is in your house and you smudge, energy don't lie. Something in your apartment, energy does not lie. And if it does not move when you burn, that means you ain't got something strong enough. And that's simple. King Elin. Thank you so much. No problem. Let me tell y'all something. You're going to see, especially with that reversal and the way. Now, what I will tell you, if you have my incense and Geminis from South Africa, take your reversal. Let me show you. I'm going to show you how to burn it. And then you have Stop Gossip. If you want to really be effective, burn your incense in the cross formation, but burn the reversal in a straight line, and then burn the gossip right on top of it, and then put your finger in the midst of it and speak what you want to happen in the very center of that cross. That's like standing in the midst of the crossroad. And watch that incense. And then when you light that incense, light it on the each to the tip. Because you're doing everything deliberate. Any energy that's against you, light it from here to here and here to here, and let it burn together. And then tell me what happened. Good. Thank you for actually joining us there. Don't forget to join my YouTube account. Is there any other questions? A part of this growth is we're going to become better spiritually, and we're going to be doing things that are actually going to benefit us and make life better for us. All right? I don't see any other questions. I got to go to work tomorrow. Got bills to pay. What is the next? When is the next? The next beginners class is going to be soon. It won't be this Saturday. It's coming up I have to do it probably early part of March because I got Minister Mario's crowning, and then I got a Misa to go to. So I normally do it on Saturday, but I'll let you guys know it will be soon though, because I have to do it the earlier part of March. And anybody been in my classes period, you know I take notes, because I give out a lot of information. I give out better information in my class than I do here, so you know how it is. Okay, got you. When I burn tomorrow, thank you. You're quite welcome, baby. All I'm waiting on is the testimonies. I already know it works. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. It's getting crowded. Yeah. I appreciate each and every one of you guys, and I will see you guys on tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be Wednesday, hump day. Hopefully they don't try to work me too long, and I can get on here around 9 o'clock. All right, Minister Mark, are we all clear? I guess so. He said good night. Good night, everybody.